you've recently made an announcement. Can you talk about that for me?
My name's Tracy. I grew up in Western Illinois. I'm from Central Illinois, and I'm running for U.S. Senate. And I'm running for that office in order to promote working families and defend the American dream. I've worked hard my entire life. From age 10 on, and I realized this is going to be a tough battle for a Republican to win statewide in Illinois. The Republican hasn't won since 2014, but the winds of change are coming to Illinois, and the Democrats are running so far to the left, even becoming socialists, that it's opened the door for this open seat for the right Republican, and I do believe I'm the right Republican.
So you're from you live and work in Springfield, right? Correct?
Yes, I do. I grew up in Mount Sterling, Illinois, over near Quincy, but I've lived here since 1980, and I've raised my family here.
Okay. And so, obviously, you're saying the winds have changed, so you're looking at that. There's pretty steep competition on the other side. Are you not focusing on that until you get to the race itself? I mean, do you see any other Republican challengers coming forward?
So far,
Hold on a second.
I feel like I'm in good shape to win the primary. So my primary focus, right now anyway, is on the general election. And I know the three opponents. They're going to be running a really hard primary. I think they're going to run more and more left in that primary, which I think is going to help me in the general election. The other thing about this seat is that it's an open seat, since Dick Durbin announced that he's not going to run for re-election. In Illinois, there are no Republican statewide public officials, federal or state. With Durbin leaving, he's the last downstater. So I'm running to represent all of Illinois, not just Chicago.
Yeah, I have noticed there are that currently all of the Democratic ticket for this seat, they're all from Chicago area. You're the only downstate candidate, so how are you reaching out to Central Illinois and Southern Illinois voters, and how are you also reaching out to voters up north as well?
Well, I just announced yesterday, I just got in the campaign about a week ago, so our plans are in formation. I'm focusing on building a team right now, but I plan to campaign statewide. I ran for lieutenant governor in 2010, so I've run statewide before. I was state chair for 3.5 years, so I know people up and down the state. And I've been involved in politics for decades. So I think I know how to do this, but I do know I can't do it myself. It's going to take a big team. I'm going to need lots of help. And if people have the time to help, that's great. If they don't have the time, if they can write checks, they'll help too. Because this is a race that's not going to depend on a couple big donors. This is going to a race that it's going to be decided and financed by the people. I'm running for the people. I'm running for working families and to protect and promote and preserve the American dream. And if people want to help on that, if they're frustrated about Democrat misgovernments of Chicago and Illinois in general, then I hope they will consider supporting me, even if they haven't voted Republican in a while.
So we know that there's a lot of people on both sides that are going to vote the way they vote no matter what. What's your message to the people in the middle? There's a lot of people in the middle that, in Illinois especially, that sort of decide the wins and where they go. What's your message to those people?
That's very true. The swing voters will decide this election. And so my message to the swing voters is look at my career. Look what I've done. For 50 years, I've been a lawyer. But I've been working since age 10. I worked in a warehouse. I worked as a truck driver. In college, I worked as a store clerk, door-to-door salesman, a bellman, an outside salesman. I worked my way through law school as an outside salesman, and I've been representing as a lawyer family businesses for almost 50 years. I've fought battles for them. I will fight battles for the working families of Illinois, whether they've ever voted Republican or not. And if I'm elected, I'm going to represent all of Illinois, not just Chicago, and not just the people who voted for me.
And talking about that also, what does it mean for the people of downstate and central Illinois to have someone from their area to represent them at the federal level?
Well, with all of the career politicians that are going to be running against me, being from Chicago, all the other statewide offices held by basically career Democrat politicians, who is there to speak for downstate? I mean, I'm sure they'll say they're going to do that, but just you naturally kind of favor that sort of thing. Whereas I will represent all of Illinois. I will campaign a lot in the suburbs. I'll campaign in the city. I spend a lot of time up there as state chair. So I think I'm best equipped to represent all of Illinois, not just a particular region.
Okay, is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything maybe you think we missed?
Just that I think the American dream is under attack now by Democrat politicians. I think working families are under attack by Democrat politicians. The cost of living is out of hand thanks to 4 years of the Biden administration. And one of my top priorities when I get to D.C. is to lower the cost of living by helping to reduce interest rates, reduce taxes, and make the economy stronger and greater again.